Back in October of 2016, the very first episode of Salty Jobs was released. What started as a simple idea to highlight the many career paths in the marine industry quickly grew into something much bigger. Over the years, the series has produced over 50 full episodes and showcased more than 100 different marine careers. It's been honored with 3 Telly Awards and shared in classrooms, career centers, and industry events, inspiring countless students and job seekers to picture themselves in this world. Looking back at Season 1, it's incredible to see how far the series has come. From those early shoots, first introductions, to becoming a trusted resource and recognized voice for the industry. This collection brings it all together, every episode from that first season, a reminder of where it all began and a celebration of the journey so far. Let's rewind back to 2016 and the start of Salty Jobs.
Hey, I'm Sean Smith with the Marine Industry Association of South Florida, and this is Salty Jobs. Today we're going to be visiting one of our marine industry companies, so follow me. Today I'm here at RPM Diesel, one of the staples of the marine industry here in South Florida, and I am going to be going to one of the local yards and working on some V4000 engines. Today we're on board a 39-meter Italian-made boat. The conditions on here are pretty nice for me today. I don't know if you guys hear the airflow a little bit, but it's actually cool, air conditioning. I'm wearing jeans and a t-shirt, I'm comfortable. Wasn't always the case. In the past, these guys, no AC, would be sweating. Also, something that I don't have to wear today are these earmuffs up here. These engines in this room are on, it would be very, very loud, and you'd need these to protect my ears. So what we're going to be looking at today, guys, is a marriage of MTU and Detroit Diesel, MTU being a German company, Detroit Diesel being an American company. Roger Penske is the one who's responsible for this. He is very famous in the oil world, the racing world, but if you guys want to follow me, we'll come take a look. Hey guys, I'm here today with RPM Diesel Engine Company. I'm here with Ronnie and Jonathan, and we're working on an MTU 12V4000 engine. Tell us a little about what we're doing here today.
We're actually replacing head gaskets. The old ones were leaking a little bit, and we're going to put a new and improved head gasket on all 12 cylinders.
And Ronnie, you know you're here for a slightly different reason.
We're here to work on the Kohler generators, which are underneath the table here. The problem with this generator here is the oil pressure gauge was pegged out, broken, and we also found that the oil pressure sender was the wrong sender. So we installed a new sender, correct sender, and a new gauge, ran the generator, and everything's up good and running.
It was a great day working with Ronnie and Jonathan. We were able to replace the head gaskets and fix the generator, making the boat once again operational and ready to get back out on the water. Hey, thanks for being here with us today, guys. Join us next time on Salty Jobs. So I'm here today with TowBoatU.S Fort Lauderdale, a very important part of the marine industry here in South Florida. So if you're a boater, or you know someone who's a boater, they'll tell you very few things worse than getting stuck out on the open water or running your boat aground, and that's where these guys come in. So what we're going to do is we're going to hang out, live a day in their shoes, and see what happens. Here today with Jamie Callahan, who is the HR administrator and lead dispatcher for TowBoatU.S Fort Lauderdale. And Jamie had an interesting path in the marine industry. Jamie, if I understand correctly, you're going to school to be a music teacher and then got your captain's license. Tell me how that happened.
Ever since I was little, I was very dead set on becoming a music teacher, and while I was going to school, I ended up getting a job answering phones for a ferry company. One day they need a little bit of help on the boat, so they put me on as a deckhand, and one day they let me drive the boat, and I kind of fell in love with it, so I worked my way up to becoming a captain. I ran ferries up in Boston Harbor and then came down here to Fort Lauderdale, ran a few vessels down here. And then I decided to change it up a little bit. I ended up coming over to be a dispatcher with TowBoatU.S Fort Lauderdale. And then when an opportunity came up, I moved up to becoming the HR administrator, and now I help lead the dispatchers and helping people out.
Oh, very cool. So what does your day look like? What's a typical day as a lead dispatcher here at TowBoatU.S?
Typical day, just kind of listening to the radios, making sure that we're answering everybody that calls in, just making sure everything keeps running.
And these calls, a little bit of everything?
Yeah, anything from somebody that's in the worst situation and very calm to somebody that ran out of gas and is very frantic. So it's knowing that the person you're talking to is having probably the worst day of their life, and just knowing that and helping them out.
And Jordan, I understand you've been in TowBoatU.S about 5 years now?
That's true, yes sir.
Okay, and so how did you get in the industry?
I came down here originally to go to Lynn University, study international business. Once I completed that, moved actually back up north to Erie, Pennsylvania to work for my dad in the commercial real estate. Wasn't too fan of working in an office and tried to get a job as a Coast Guard rescue swimmer. They told me that'd be about a 6-year wait. So then I found myself working for TowBoatU.S, swimming and driving for them.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Hey guys, we have a live mayday outside of Hillsborough, and who's underway?
Office underway to salvage.
So what's going on?
Hey, I'm out here fishing. I got all this water coming into the bilge here. I don't know where it's coming from, and it's still coming in. So I need a pump.
We were able to pump enough water to get the boat back to shore, and on the way back in, Captain Brent spotted a beach sailboat. Whether it's doing a salvage, towing a boat off the beach, or one of the many other things TowBoatU.S Fort Lauderdale does, they're out there every day keeping us all safe on the water. Hey, thanks for being here with us today, guys. Join us next time on Salty Jobs. So I'm here today with Frank and Jimmie's Propeller, a very valuable part of the marine industry, guys, because this is ultimately what makes your boat go. So these guys provide everything you need for your propulsion system, specializing in propellers, struts, shafts, rudders, and other marine hardware. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go inside their shop, and I'm gonna get my hands dirty working with some propellers. We jumped right in and got to work with Sal, a senior propeller repair and reconditioning technician at Frank and Jimmie's. Sal taught me how to use a Hale MRI computerized measuring system to measure errors in the pitch of the propeller, then took it a step farther and showed me how to bang out the shape of the propeller with a sledgehammer, correcting these errors in pitch. So I'm here with Matt and Mike, two of the prop technicians at Frank and Jimmie's. And guys, I see a damaged prop here in front of us. Can you just walk me through what you have to do to fix this?
We actually had to use heat in order to manipulate the blade or unfold the blade back. We start by heating near the root and just going for a general spot in the middle of the blade to get it to its proper height, and that's the initial starting point. But you have to unfold it slowly. You cannot do it all in one shot.
So Mike, I understand something else you guys do is high performance propellers in the racing world. That's got to be pretty cool. Could you explain that to me?
The racing propellers is really my passion. A lot more attention to detail, better finishes, and the customer response is what I do it for. When the customer calls me and tells me their boat picked up, 2-3 miles an hour, that's what keeps me going. Absolutely love it.
Well, after 40 years, you've probably done just about everything. Can you explain to me some of the things you've done over the years?
So I've done from strut to rut, grinding, finishing, repairing, straightening, running the belt machine. From everything that used to be done in this shop, I have done that.
That's awesome. And so you've got to have a favorite.
My favorite is grinding. We have to make sure everything is perfect before we send it out to the customer.
And that just goes to show you why Willie's been with the company so long, is the pride he takes in his work really shows, as does the rest of the employees here at Frank and Jimmie's. So I'm with Don McRae, who is the president and COO of Frank and Jimmie's. Don, tell me a little bit about your focuses on a daily basis here.
In addition to our ongoing focus of safety, quality, and 5S and the introduction of lean manufacturing programs, our number one focus every day is on our employees. At Frank and Jimmie's, we really walk the talk. Recruiting, hiring, training, developing employees is our number one priority, and we do that not only so our employees can be successful in their current assignments, but so we can provide them with lifetime career employment and advancement opportunities at Frank and Jimmie's.
And so these guys really have bright futures with your company, huh?
We'd like to think so.
It was evident after spending the day with Don and his team that the employees here at Frank and Jimmie's really enjoy what they do and have great long-term futures with the company. Hey, thanks for being here with us today, guys. Join us next time on Salty Jobs. Hey guys, I'm here today with Seas Yacht Service. As you can tell by the sign here behind me, they specialize in a wide variety of skills, focusing on shafts, props, engine mounts, rudder systems, optical and laser alignments, vibration analysis, and so much more. So here, precision really matters, guys, because the tiniest bend in your shaft can cause vibrations and really mess up your whole propulsion system. So these guys are going to show me around the yard, get me here in the shop, and I'm excited to get to work. We started right away removing the damaged shaft from the boat. The removal process took about 15 minutes. From there, we carted the shaft back to the shop for repairs. So I'm here with Zach, who is manager of the running gear division at Seas Yacht Service. Zach, why do we pull the shaft out of the boat here today?
Well, we diagnosed the shaft as it laid in the vessel. It's bent approximately 11 thousandths on the propeller taper. Just for comparison, your standard business card is about 14 thousandths of an inch. This amount of bend will cause a vibration as the propeller moves around 11 thousandths of an inch every revolution. It can vibrate the entire vessel.
So once you have it out like this, what's the next step? You're going to take it into the shop?
Now that we have the shaft here at Straight Line Marine, we'll clean the shaft and dial it from end to end. We can then straighten this shaft to within 2 thousandths of an inch from one end to another. Furthermore, we can fit both the prop and the coupling with lapping compound to make sure we have a good fit on the taper.
Fantastic. So I'm looking forward to getting in the shop and seeing some of this.
We'll start setting that up now.
After repairing the shaft, it was back out to the yard to remove a damaged prop. The loud bang you hear is the prop mechanically releasing from the shaft. So I'm here with Julian, who is a running gear mechanic at Seas Yacht Service. And every episode we have the pop-ups about local schools being able to provide the career path necessary to work in the marine industry. Julian here is living proof of that. Julian, I understand you went to Broward College. Tell me a little bit about that.
Heard about Broward College Marine program, decided to join that. Definitely a good decision. After I completed the program, I got a job right away. I did a little electrical, did a little bit of other things, and then I got a job at Seas Yacht Service as a running gear mechanic.
You were a parts runner first, is that right?
Yeah, I was doing parts running. It allowed me to see the industry as a whole, know where everything is, know where I can get parts from. About 3 months later, I got promoted to a mechanic, and yeah.
That's fantastic. So tell me a little bit, what do you guys do on a daily basis here? What do you do as a running gear mechanic?
We do everything as far as running gear, prop removal, shaft removal, rudder removal, seal replacement. We do alignments, optical alignments, and yeah, that's about it.
Fantastic, man. The last thing we did was return to the boat to do the optical alignment. This is very precise work requiring strong math and geometry skills. As the day came to an end, I had learned a lot about the vast array of services provided by Seas. With the propulsion system fully repaired and aligned, the boat was back to cruising the open water. Hey Hey, thanks for being here with us today, guys. Join us next time on Salty Jobs. Hey everyone, I'm here at Derecktor Shipyard, and the shipyards are really a bedrock of our industry because without the ability to lift these boats out of the water, we wouldn't be able to do a lot of the repairs underneath the waterline, so a lot of our occupations wouldn't exist. So here at the shipyard, you guys can see all the different aspects of our industry. We have contractors, trade skill workers, administrative positions, naval architects. So what we're gonna do today is a haul out, which means lifting the boat out of the water onto land for cleaning, surveying, and possible repairs. So let's go get started on this boat. So I'm here today with Scott, who's a machinist at Derecktor Shipyard. Scott, I see the lasers set up here on the deck of the boat. Can you explain to me a little bit about what we're doing with those?
We're basically trying to monitor the flex of the boat. We want to achieve the same condition it is sitting in the water as it's going to be on the hard once we block it.
You were telling me earlier kind of an interesting story about how you became a machinist.
Right.
Explain to me kind of what you did there.
Senior year in high school, you know, I was not really interested in moving on to college. I went to a local trade school, picked machining. 24 years later, love every day of it.
Even though this vessel is 164 feet long and weighs 490 gross tons, the travel lift at Derecktor is capable of lifting nearly twice this much. So I'm here with Manny, who is the travel lift operator at Derecktor Shipyard. Manny, I saw you earlier with the control panel, almost looked like a video game. How'd you get into doing this?
Well, I started off at a smaller marina after high school. It was more of like a summer job. I heard they were hiring here, so I came here and I started as a ground crew. Eventually worked my way up into being an operator.
Very cool. And so when you take a boat like this out of the water, what are your responsibilities?
Primarily safety. Make sure the boat crew and our crew are all on the same page communicating. Make sure everything's going smoothly.
Fantastic, man. Well, hey, this is something cool that you don't usually think about when you think about a travel lift or boats and work and that kind of stuff. So thanks for your help today.
No problem, thank you.
So we've said before, the marine industry really embodies three facets of white collar, blue collar, and entrepreneurial positions. James, you probably see that firsthand here on a daily basis, huh?
We do. I mean, the shipyard is a access point for any number of entrepreneurial businesses which are located very close by, many of which are within 5 miles of this facility. In addition to which, the heavy lift component, which is a big part of our business, lifting vessels, lifting equipment, lifting people in a safe and efficient way. Added to that are the white-collar positions we have here on site, which would run the gamut from project managers to naval architects and engineers.
After the boat was power washed, it was ready to be surveyed and evaluated for any necessary repairs, which could take anywhere from a couple weeks to several months depending on the extent of the work being done. Hey, thanks for being here with us today, guys. Join us next time on Salty Jobs. Hey guys, I'm here at Nautical Ventures at the Palm Beach International Boat Show, and this episode we're going to be focusing on the sales side of the industry. What goes into setting up for a booth, how you set up for a boat show, how you attract customers to your booth, and of course, in-water demonstrations. Boat shows like this one require months of preparation. Boats are towed in a week in advance, and displays like Nautical Ventures could take several days to set up. So I'm here today with Kristen, who demonstrates the sports equipment at Nautical Ventures. Kristen, I saw you in the pool earlier. How'd you get into doing this?
It literally fell into my lap by chance. I met a guy, he asked me if I wanted to try this board that flies in the air. Just been stuck to it about 2.5 years ago and love it.
So you're actually World Flyboard Champion, am I right there?
Yep, this year I won the World Championship.
That's really cool.
Thank you.
So you're kind of all over the country doing these shows, right?
Yeah, I love it. I've had great opportunity. And I do this show for Nautical Ventures a lot, mostly for promotion. We go out there. They also sell a hydroflight device as well, so everybody can come out and get their own. Really, anyone can do it.
When you're doing a show like this, I see the attendees, you guys try to bring them into your booth. How do you go about approaching them?
We do it a little bit differently than most. We're not hard salesmen. You're here because you want to have fun. We want to put the right person in the right product, period. We're going to fit you with exactly what you need, and you're going to leave happy, and then you're going to tell your friends about it.
You guys really cover all aspects, from the top, the big yachts, all the way down to like the stand-up paddleboard.
We did 2 cruise ships and a cruise ship charter just this year, and we're the #1 Hobie dealer in the Southeast region. If you're interested in water, getting on the water, being around the water, you come to our shop and we have it.
So how'd you get into doing this?
Started off sweeping floors, and just kind of as the company grew, I grew with the company, and we evolved naturally, and here you have it. So I've been here ever since.
Companies need to use a lot of different techniques to draw attendees into their booths. Nautical Ventures showed us firsthand that sales demonstrations can be a powerful tool. It may seem like fun being outside in the sun. I learned that it's not as easy as it looks, and can be hard work finding the right fit between customer and product. Hey, thanks for being here with us today, guys. Join us next time on Salty Jobs. Hey everyone, here today at Denison Yacht Sales, and these are the guys and girls that sell the boats. So whether you're looking to buy new, looking to buy used, or simply charter a boat for the weekend, these are the people you would talk to. Whether you're doing the marketing, the financial side of things, maintaining the reputation of the company so people trust you to sell the boat, it's a full team effort every sale, and so we're gonna go visit the team and see what they do. We started the day with Peter, a yacht broker at Denison who gave me a crash course on listing agreements and the MLS process.
If you price your boat accordingly to the market, it'll sell faster, so you leave less room for negotiations. It doesn't make sense to price your boat higher if you have to carry it that much longer for the sale to happen.
All you're doing is drawing out negotiations.
Right.
So what's the quickest you've sold a boat? Or from listing to sale?
From listing to sale, 20 days.
Okay. Once I was ready, it was time to bring in the client.
Sounds like you're the right man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Now we're going to meet the team and begin marketing the boat. I'm here with Sharon, who is the Marketing and Public Relations Specialist at Denison Yacht Sales. Sharon, tell me about some of the marketing methods you guys use.
We do a variety of different types of marketing here at Denison. We do direct mail, digital and email marketing, open houses, and we also do social media.
Next, we are off to show a boat for sale. Peter, when you're doing a showing like this, what do you look for? What do you show the client? How do you kind of set your game plan?
Some people will look for accommodations. They need a certain amount of staterooms. I have buyers. The most important thing is how many toys can we put on the boat? How many jet skis? Is there a little boat? What's included? So there are so many different aspects and desires. There's no two transactions that are alike. The engine space is very important. If it's easy to get around the engine room, less labor time. It also shows that how the boat is being well kept. If you have a dirty engine room, It shows how well the crew is looking after the rest of the boat.
Did you have any previous sales experience before becoming a yacht broker?
Actually, no. I started off restoring antique wood boats up in New York where I grew up, and the passion grew into friends inviting me when they were boat shopping, asking me my opinion about what I thought about the boats and their overall condition.
Before the buyer arrived, Peter and I walked through and made sure everything was shipshape. Hey, thank you for your time today, and hopefully you may close the deal.
My pleasure. It looks like we're going in that direction.
Hey, awesome.
Yeah, thanks for your help.
Thank you. Hey, thanks for being here with us today, guys. Join us next time on Salty Jobs. Hey everyone, we're here today at Ward's Marine Electric, and these guys really cover all your marine electric needs, from parts, service, installation, panel production. Basically the same way your electric is set up in your house, these guys mirror on a boat. So what we're going to do today is we're going to be in the shop working with some shore cords, and then a little bit later we're going to be going to one of the local yards and doing some panel work on one of their client vessels. So I'm here today with Steve, who is the inside service manager at Ward's Marine Electric. Steve, could you explain to me how you got in the industry?
I actually grew up in the industry. I grew up in the Bahamas as a young man. My father was an architect, but we decided to get into the dive business. So I've always loved to be out in the water. I love boating. So I took it the next step. I decided the marine industry is where I wanted to be. I got my ABYC certification, and here I am with Ward's. I've been here over 30 years now.
So the ABYC certification, that's the required training to be a marine electrician?
Here at Ward's Marine Electric, that's correct.
Fantastic. So what are we going to be doing here in the shop today?
We're going to build an adapter that's used on a 70-foot to 80-foot boat, allowing them to plug into two 50-amp receptacles and give them 100 amps worth of power.
Fantastic. Well, let's get started. The team at Ward started by assembling the enclosures for the shore cords. While they were working on that, Steve taught me how to assemble them by installing the cables through the cable glands in the enclosure where all final connections are made. From there, it's off to the testing bench to confirm that the control is working and the phasing is correct. Before heading to the vessel, we stopped in the warehouse for supplies and a quick wardrobe change. So we're here with Luis, who is the Fort Lauderdale service manager for Ward's Marine Electric. Luis, what's your background? How'd you get into doing this?
Well, I went to school for engineering, electrical engineering, electronics, and computer, and I am ABYC certified.
How long have you been working for Ward's?
20 years.
Very cool. So I see right here next to us is the switchboard.
Well, the switchboard is basically the brain of the boat. Every component, every system on the boat is controlled, and mainly the power sources are controlled by the switchboard. We are doing a refit of the switchboard. We're basically upgrading the automation system. So we're going to install 3 generators and a shore power breaker.
First, we looked at the blueprints to see where each cord matched up with its corresponding number on the switchboard. Next, it was time to install the generator circuit breakers, which, surprisingly, was much easier than I'd expected. At the end of this salty job, the switchboard refit is almost complete. Hey, thanks for being here with us today, guys. Join us next time on Salty Jobs. Advanced Mechanical Enterprises. So this team specializes in noise, vibration, and alignment. So what we're gonna do today is what's called a vibration analysis. So first we're gonna go into the shop, enter some numbers in the computer. Then we're gonna be going over to one of the local yards and actually going on a sea trial where we take the vessel out to sea and see what's causing the vibration firsthand. So we're with Sean, who's the project engineer at Advanced Mechanical.
I do.
Sean, what is it you do on a daily basis here?
What I do on a daily basis is prep our guys to go out in the field to accomplish all of our jobs, make sure they're supplied with all the information, tools, what they need to get the job done accurately, correctly, and on time. Customer satisfaction is the most important part of our business.
Very cool. So I saw Tony upstairs putting some information on a computer, looked like statistics. Is that for today's job?
Yes, it is for today's job. He's setting up the database to do the vibration analysis. So we know what points we need to take so we can track, trend, and see what any kind of problems they may have.
So this kind of works pretty precise, huh?
It is very precise, down to the thousandths of an inch and frequency.
So how'd you get into doing this?
Well, I got into this because I went to one of the Maritime colleges, SUNY Maritime. I sailed for 10 years, and then I came ashore to be a port engineer. And then once I found out what AME's doing, I fell in love with the precise nature of what we're doing, and that's why I wanted to come and work here.
With statistics in hand, we made our way over to 164-foot Trinity to begin the evaluation. So we're here with Tony, who is a field services engineer at Advanced Mechanical. We are currently going out to sea on one of his client vessels to do a vibration analysis. Tony, can you explain to me why we're going out to sea to do this analysis?
Normally we want to take data while the boat is under its normal conditions. It gives us the most accurate picture.
Where are we going to be on the boat?
Well, we're going to start off in the engine room. We're going to take some points on the mounts, the mount foundations. We'll take a couple points on the shaft, the reduction gear. Then we'll move up onto the hull. We'll take a couple points on the aft deck. We'll go inside, take a couple points on the main salon, and go up to the pilot house where the captain is.
So this is really thorough analysis, huh?
Yes, sir.
Very cool. So what do you hope to find today?
Ideally, during a vibration survey, you're looking for problems.
Okay.
So hopefully there's no problems, but we'll go ahead and see that a little later.
Looking forward to it. So how did you get into doing this?
Well, I got my degree in mechanical engineering from the University of Central Florida. Bounced around a couple years. I couldn't really find anything in engineering. It just so happens that my mother did a closing for our client service manager, and we got connected and got the interview, and I started.
It's funny how that stuff happens, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, hey man, I'm looking forward to getting into this today, and thank you for your time. After collecting comprehensive data, Tony entered the information into the computer program to determine the vessel's vibration. Good news, no problems this time. Hey, thanks for being here with us today, guys. Join us next time on Salty Jobs. We're here today at Yacht Management, a full-service boat yard specializing in your maintenance and management needs. So oftentimes a yacht owner needs a place to store their boat or someone to look after their boat while they're not around. That's where these guys come in. They make sure the yacht is operational, clean, and ready to go at a moment's notice. So I'm with Brianna, who is a yacht manager here at Yacht Management. Brianna, I understand your brother started this company. Can you give me that background?
Absolutely. While we were in high school, we started working at a fuel dock in Pompano that also had a big marina at it. While taking care of some of the vessels that come in for bait, ice, and gas, we decided to also speak with some of the owners in the marina to see if we could possibly help them take care of their vessels as well. So we just started simply just washing the boats on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, and then it grew into a taking care of the full yacht. While he was in high school, believe it or not, he was getting calls from the owners and had to, excuse himself from class to take the phone call. It went from working at a fuel dock to managing the whole fleet of vessels in the marina to yacht management. It's really cool after 10 years of being in the business and actually working on a yacht and knowing all aspects of a yacht to being a yacht manager and planning logistics and coordinating my wash crew as well.
So you guys really grew this from a small management company to now where you oversee how many vessels?
We oversee about 100 vessels and we have around 80 employees.
So this has become a big business.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's so cool. So what are we going to be doing here today?
We're going to be checking the running gear on some of our vessels. Oh, hold on one second. I'm sorry, excuse me. I actually have to take this call. If you want to head out back and I can meet you there in a couple minutes, that would be great.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome.
It turns out that Brianna's call was a customer unexpectedly wanting their boat ready for the weekend. This changed our plan, as now I'd be working with the wash crew. So we're with Drew, who is the wash crew manager here at Yacht Management. Drew, how'd you get into this career, man?
Following in my father's footsteps. He's in the industry as well, so figured I'd take after him.
Very cool. Started washing boats, worked your way up to manager?
Yeah, I started on the wash crew a year ago, rapidly moved up, manager position now, overseeing a team of 4 to 5.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So what's our game plan here today?
We're gonna go ahead and get the wash van unloaded, grab our supplies, and get the boat prepped and ready for the weekend.
Hey, fantastic, man. Looking forward to it.
Let's do it.
On a hot summer's day, being outside on the water with the light breeze didn't really feel like work. A quick trip to the market completed the provisioning just in time for a fun weekend on the water. Hey, thanks for being here with us today, guys. Join us next time on Salty Jobs. So we're working today with Show Management and Informa Business. What Show Management does is they produce several boat shows, including MISF's Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show, the largest in-water boat show in the world. So this team really builds small cities with these shows, with miles of floating dock, carpet, electric, all the production tools, tents. They do everything you need to put on a large-scale event. If it's a little noisy here behind me, it's because everyone's loading up to get everything over to the show sites. So let's go give them a hand. I'm here with Brian, who works in convention services at Show Management. Brian, I see all these desks set up behind me. Tell me a little about what you do.
I build these information counters for credentials.
And I see the labels and everything on them. So organization is very important with these,
important. Very important.
Each one's labeled as to where it's going to go at the show?
Exactly.
And then on the day of, all they have to do is basically put it where it needs to go.
Put them exactly where it goes, yeah.
That's fantastic, man.
Yeah, man.
So how'd you get into doing this?
Working at the carpet department and just move up from there.
Okay, and how long you been with the company?
8 years.
And you were telling me earlier, every day is different,
Every
right?
day is different. You know, we come in over here, we start, loading trailers, pulling orders, building hard walls.
And that's important for you because you get boring after a while doing the same thing every day, huh?
Yes, it does.
Well, hey, man, I look forward to working with you and the team today.
Same over here, my brother.
The logistics of installing 7 miles of temporary dock space requires floating pallets to be dropped at one location, then pushed up the river into place at the show site. So we're with John, who handles logistics and sales at Show Management. John, what does that mean as far as your role with the company?
As far as sales go, we make sure that all of the prior exhibitors receive renewal contracts, and the new exhibitors that want to come to the show, we make sure that they get space and are taken care of.
And so you're responsible for all this setup we see around, huh?
Well, there's a crew of people. Each individual crew does its own thing here at the show sites.
So you're just one small portion?
One small portion of the show.
That's crazy. So I'm guessing flexibility is pretty important with all this.
You have to be able to spin on a dime on a constant basis.
So how'd you get into this?
A long time ago, one of the vice presidents had called me and said there's a position open at show management, and here I am, and it's been a great 19 years.
Since we are essentially building a small city, we started from the bottom. First, we laid foundation boards. Then a modular composite hard floor that we locked in place using an oversized Allen key. In some areas, we added carpet as a finishing touch. Thanks for being here with us today, guys. Join us next time on Salty Jobs.